Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's International Women's Day. So happy Women's Day, Heidi.
Oh, thank you.
How are you going to celebrate?
Probably keep being a woman.
That's a good idea. It's a good way to do it. National
Do
Oregon.
women still celebrate Women's Day?
I think so, yeah. National Oregon Day today. How are you going to celebrate that?
I probably won't.
Being a woman, okay. National Peanut Cluster Day today, and National Proofreading Day. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Proofreading Day. See what I did there?
I see what you did. So clever.
It's also a Movie Star Monday, and I have a super awesome guest today, Tyler Labine. Here's the cool thing. One of our favorite movies that we just discovered was this like 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Now, I talked with Tucker.
Awesome movie.
Like, 3-4 weeks ago, we had Tucker, and now I have Dale.
Awesome.
And he's got another really cool project that he's working on. It's called New Amsterdam. We're going to chat with him about that coming up in a bit. He was also on Planet of the Apes and a big long list of a bunch of other cool stuff. But hey, man, he's Dale from Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
He is.
So we're going to be chatting with him in a very short while.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new study finds solar farms could contribute to global warming. There's something nobody saw coming. So people are like, oh, hey, I want to try to fight global warming. I'm going to put up solar panels. Now they're like, hey, solar panels might be contributing. They say solar farms.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's different than if you have, panels on your house.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure. I've got a link to the study if you want to read it. And over here, a new study finds that Americans are spending over $500 million every year on painkillers for arthritis and knee pain. Okay. So there's a lot of folks that have either arthritis or knee pain, and they're getting painkillers for them. Every once in a while, I'll have knee pains, and it's like I just twist my knee just wrong, and then I'm kind of hobbling around for a while, and luckily I walk it off and it's fine, but I can understand where you don't realize how often you use your knees.
Oh, yeah. When your knees hurt, it's a big deal.
It is. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Suspected drugs left in plain view in a parked car led to the arrest of an Arizona man Sunday at 9 a.m. And it wasn't just yesterday. This was like maybe a week ago. Okay. Officers responded to the report of a suspicious vehicle with an adult male sleeping inside. It was in the parking lot of a bank. Okay. They got there. They found, quote, dangerous drugs in plain view on the front passenger seat, end quote. The car, had a 58-year-old man, Ralph Peter Twitchell, from Gilbert, Arizona. He was confirming that he was upon confirming he wasn't under any medical distress, they arrested him for the suspected drugs that were on the passenger seat.
Yikes.
They impounded the vehicle. They found a bunch of meth and scales and glass pipes. He was charged with felony possession of meth, intent to sell, misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. The list goes on.
Naughty, Mr. Twitchell.
Yeah, it's not a good day for you, but that's what happens when your brain is on drugs. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. A final trailer for the extended version of the DC comic movie Justice Leagues was released. 4-hour movie is coming to HBO Max in March. I think we might have mentioned that.
I didn't realize it was 4 hour
It's the extended version, yeah. John Travolta has listed his sprawling estate in Maine for sale for $5 million. Now, let me explain what that is. The 67-year-old actor listed his 10,830 square foot home.
Holy cow.
20 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms, following the death of his wife, Kelly Preston. Preston died last year of cancer. It was in July of 2020. According to Variety, the two of them begun making some changes in their extensive portfolio of real estate prior to her passing. The massive mansion was built in 1904. It's been renovated and meticulously maintained over the years. 42 rooms, 20 of those are bedrooms, by the way. And there's a fireplace, a built-in bar. I'm reading through this stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is a beautiful place.
Oh, I'm sure.
$5 million.
It better be.
So, yeah, it sounds like it'd be kind of a cool thing. It's got its own diner and a built-in theater in the room, like a built-in stage and everything.
Its own diner.
Yeah, it also has a separate schoolhouse. There's a lot going on here, man.
Hey.
And it's just $5 million. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of RedCrossBlood.org. Roomba. You know what that is, right?
I do. It's a vacuum.
Yeah, it's a little vacuum robot that just cleans everything up. Roomba owners say that a software update to the robot vacuum cleaner is causing some units to act as if it were drunk. There's videos of this online where it's like, and it'll turn, and it'll go, and it's just acting all wobbly and weebly. So, not exactly sure why it's doing that, but some
if
people.
I wanted my house vacuumed like that, I'd do it myself.
I can corroborate that. She would. The U.S. Navy has sent a satellite the size of a pizza box into space. It can beam power to anywhere on Earth. How cool is that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's the size of a pizza box. They shoot it into space, and it can send electricity, power, beam power to anywhere on Earth. I don't know how that works, but it certainly is cool.
It's cool.
An American Airlines pilot continues to insist that he saw a UFO during his flight from Cincinnati to Phoenix last Sunday. So a little over a week ago now.
You're all over this.
I am.
You love this kind of stuff.
I'll tell you, I've got an interview coming up with a guy that it's like a UFO thing.
Here we go.
I'm super into that. I think that's really, really cool. Heidi rolls her eyes. That doesn't translate to radio
It really
very well.
does not.
But yeah, she's not into that. A man and a woman in Irving, Texas were rescued by police after falling into an icy lake. So when all the cold weather, the lake had gotten ice on it, and they fell into this icy lake, and they were rescued, thank goodness.
God bless law enforcement.
Absolutely. A survey of mostly middle-aged adults revealed that among people aged 45 to 54, wait a minute, we fit into this category, 1 in 9 show signs of hearing impairment.
Yes, you do.
I knew you were going to say, I thought you were going to say, huh?
No.
No, I do struggle with that.
You do.
Researchers tested hearing in more than 2,800 adults between the ages of 21 and 84. Over the large range, 1 in 7 had some degree of hearing, as expected. The rate of hearing loss increased with age. Almost everybody over the age of 80, about 90% of them, had some sort of hearing issue, but the rate had already reached 1 in 9 for the age group 45 to 54. That is the largest age group in the population, by the way. So there's more people aged 45 to 54 than any other population, any other age group. So
Wow.
And we're all getting to a point where we're needing some stuff like that. And one last thing. Here's some research that's sure to be music to your ears for people who like to sing.
And for people who can hear.
Choir singing boosts your brain function. It creates greater sense of togetherness. Choir singing,
can see that.
particularly with older people, the new study suggests joining a choir could help fight age-related cognitive decline and chronic loneliness, which does affect around 1 in 10 people that are elderly. So they're saying, hey, if you're bored, get in a choir. Not a great singer? It's all right. Just pretend to sing. Just lip the words. I don't know. I bet they'd let you in. It is today's Scoop of the Day, brought to you by RedCrossBlood.org.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's another Movie Star Monday, this time with Tyler Labine from Tucker and Dale versus Evil. He was Dale. Also in things like Planet of the Apes and a ton of other stuff. And he's got a project now on NBC. It's called New Amsterdam. And Mr. Labine, people are loving this show, aren't they?
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of fan base we have. I think it's mostly comprised of people who love to cry, as far as I can tell. People who really feel the need to cry. I'm one of them. I think that's our demo. I think NBC runs on tears, actually, between us and This Is Us. I think we're feeding the tear machine. The cry machine needs its tears.
So are you anything at all like the character you play on this show?
Yeah, when I first took the character, this is kind of a big turn for me. I've played a lot of really comedic roles, and yeah, my character has some levity, and I bring some comedy to the show, but there's a lot of heavy drama stuff with my character, too. And in the beginning, I really felt like I didn't know how to totally relate to that, and I kept trying to figure out better ways to look like I was really listening, and all the stuff that you do as an actor. And then I realized, halfway through season 1, I was like, oh, this is really much closer to who I am as a person than most of the really wacky comedy parts I've played. And I really started to open up to playing this guy. And since that happened, I can't look back. I'm just it's catharsis at its best, highest level. Every day I go to work, I'm like, how much of me can I pour into this workday today? How much of me can I put into Iggy, and how much of Iggy can I let inside of me? And it's become pretty symbiotic, pretty cool.
Now, this character is completely different than Dale from Tucker and Dale versus Evil. But the nice thing is, you are believable in both roles.
Thank you. Yeah, that's because I'm vapid as a human being. I don't have any actual personality of my own.
I don't know about that.
I feel like I've been really blessed in having the opportunity to play certain characters that really speak to me, And even if they don't, I always find that there's elements to everybody that we all share, right? And I feel like there's just elements to me that I can either sort of magnify or sort of limit depending on what I need to do for the character. But I think that's the whole point. I remember when I was young, a drama teacher of mine gave me a book by Del Close, who sort of founded Second City, called The Truth in Comedy. And that always just became my Bible that always rang true for me. If it's not true, it's not funny. And the same goes for drama, obviously. If it's not coming from a place of truth, you're failing. So, truth at all costs, Now,
you've had a chance to play a bunch of different characters between television shows and movies, and you've been in a ton of stuff. Is there one character that people bring up over and over, when you're out in the public?
Well, case in point with you, Tucker and Dale mentioned a lot, which I'm so proud of. Alan and I, we left after shooting that movie, and we were like, well, that was fun. That's never going to see the light of day.
It was such a fun movie.
Yeah, it blew up, but we didn't know what we made, None of us did. Even Eli Craig, the director, we were just like, what did we just make? I mean, maybe he knew a little more than we did, obviously. But, yeah, so I get that one quite a bit. I get Deadbeat, my show on Hulu that I did for 3 seasons that I led, which is still on Hulu. If anybody cares to go watch me play a total stoner, I'm a stoner medium. I see ghosts.
Oh wow!
And it's a really funny show, and it was produced by Plan B with Brad Pitt and Stevie Gardner at the helm of that show, and it was a really good show. And people really, a lot of people come to me up to me about that one, especially people who are smoking the ganj.
That's
awesome. And then I get Reaper a lot. I get a lot of people who are fans of Reaper.
That's awesome. And I know Planet of the Apes is another huge franchise that you've been a part of. Now, here's the thing that's fun. You had mentioned Tucker and Dale because I brought that up ahead of time. One of the reasons is we just talked with Alan Tudyk a few weeks ago. So he was Tucker, you're Dale. Now I've talked to Tucker and Dale. I think that means I can just retire now, right?
You just need to go talk to Evil now.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I don't know. I didn't like Evil. I like Tucker and Dale. So
That's good. That means you're a good human being. Yeah, well, Alan and I are still really good friends. We talk all the time, and we're very closely involved with trying to get some sort of, I want to call it a sequel, but some more stories of Tucker and Dale out there for the people. So
I think we need that, and I will buy the first ticket. Sounds like a lot of fun.
All
We're
right.
also going to be checking you out on, again, New Amsterdam on NBC. Tyler, thank you so much for your time today, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Again, he plays Dr. Iggy on New Amsterdam, Tyler Labine, and the program, New Amsterdam, Season 3. It's on now on NBC TV. All of the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What was that, John?
The aorta is the largest artery located in the body, and the diameter of an aorta is about the size of a garden hose.
Real?
I did not know that. So your aorta, that's right by your heart there, it is about the size of a garden hose. So, and I suppose, now I'm thinking about it, I've seen garden hoses that are big and I've seen them that are small. So it probably depends on what size garden hose.
Did you have to learn all of the valves of the heart when you were in school?
Probably.
We had a little map, a little heart on the floor, and you had to walk through it the way the blood pumps through.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we did.
I did not have that. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline Pompeii. And I'm going to admit right now, Heidi and I do not know where that is.
I know that a volcano erupted there
I knew
once.
that too. Dateline Pompeii. I'm going to have to look on a map. Archaeologists have uncovered a ceremonial carriage near the ruins of Pompeii. The carriage, by the way, dates back to the year 79 A.D.
That's kind of crazy cool.
Yeah. So they found a carriage online. Somebody said maybe it was crashed by Tiger Woods. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I still feel really bad for that whole situation. I'm like, what in the world
I really
happened
haven't
there?
paid much attention to it. I don't even know what happened, but
Can you
sounded like
even
it was pretty
imagine?
serious.
Yeah, no kidding. So anyway, Dateline Pompeii for today. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A large supply of smudge pots. They're heaters used for the past 100 years to prevent citrus from freezing on frosty nights. They proved too enticing for a 29-year-old man. Authorities say he's accused of stealing them repeatedly from farms in the Inland Empire. It's unlikely, however, that experts say that the man wanted them for his own groves. This guy was, the victims were several different people, big long list of people who were victims, including UC Riverside Citrus Research Center. So he stole their heaters too. The man was seen on the property loading smudge pots into his pickup. Employees then tried to stop him, but he drove off with 100 of their heaters. Then, on a later date, the man's truck was seen fleeing with 100 more. The two burglaries netted the suspected smudge pots an estimated value of $10,000, by the way.
Okay.
UFC police identified the thief as the same man that was involved in the other one. So he's got himself in a bit of trouble stealing
like it.
smudge pots, which I'd never heard of until this story. It is today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by redcrossblood.org. This is kind of a yucky story.
Okay.
But I'm going to read it just because I want to talk about it for a second here. A meal delivery service forced to apologize last week after a customer received a bottle of urine with their order.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in a plastic Coca-Cola bottle, and HelloFresh meal kit delivered to an address in the United Kingdom. They reached out and they said, hey, I'm going to keep this simple. Why have I received somebody's bottle of, well, I'm not going to say what they said, but basically urine. They tweeted that and a photo of the bottle in question. Other Twitter users speculated the bottle was full of apple juice. He offered to return the bottle to HelloFresh. He said, I'll send it to you and you can have a whiff in case you're skeptical. Others pointed out the bottle may have been accidentally left there by a warehouse worker or a delivery driver. Either way, he said the box was partially opened when it arrived. So somebody else could have
really
put it there
nasty.
too. But yeah, just be really careful. If you're getting something delivered like that, you have no idea. So, and the reason that I wanted to share it is he said the box was partially opened when it arrived. Anybody along the way could have stuffed that in there. But just be, super cautious. That's kind of yucky. Don't do that, people. That's not nice. It's today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, tell me, Emerald Valley, Craigwell, Oregon. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say that's a golf course.
And it is a golf course.
There
Yay!
we go.
Woohoo! I like it when you get it right because then I get to give you a golf clap.
Well, thank you.
You did well. And that is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Time now for some good news. I like to wrap things up around here with good news, and it comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Take a listen to this one. Atlanta creates the nation's largest free food forest. It's an urban food forest at Brown's Mill in Atlanta, the first city-owned and managed food forest. 7-acre lot is being transformed into an edible landscape. The food forest, located in southeast Atlanta, will produce a wide variety of fresh and flavorful, healthy nuts, fruits, veggies, herbs, and mushrooms, and they'll all be available for public consumption. Access to green space and healthy foods is important, they say. That's part of our mission. A certified arborist is who said that, Michael McCord, and they're helping to manage this landscape project that they're doing. It says, we host lots of students for field trips, and a lot of them, it's their first time ever in a garden or a farm or a forest. So they get to experience everything this urban agriculture and urban forestry all has to offer, all in one special day. And there's images on here. This is really kind of a cool thing. It says more than 1,000 volunteers help plant, water, and maintain this food forest. In a day alone, there can be more than 50 volunteers working in the food forest. They say, really, it's a park for everyone, according to an Atlanta City Councilwoman, Carla Smith. Every time I go there, it's a community who respects and appreciates the fresh, healthy foods. There's a mentality there that people know to only take what they need.
Right.
So that's the thing right there that you instantly would think, well, boy, how do you manage that? And I go, you know what? It just kind of manages itself.
Yep, I think that's really great.
I do too. It's really a neat story. And I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.